Do either of these sound like you? First case, you want to start speaking Korean fast. Second case, you can understand Korean when you hear it, but your brain freezes when it's your turn to speak or form a sentence. If so, what I'm about to show you might be exactly what you've been looking for. So, what is it? It's reading, but wait, it's not just any reading that I'm going to cover today. It's intensive reading. So, what exactly is intensive reading? It's not about reading a lot. It's about reading deep. Intensive reading means you take short, level-appropriate texts and break down every sentence, understanding the vocabulary, the grammar, and the structure. But is it more effective for speaking Korean compared to other learning methods? Yes, and here's why. Watching YouTube videos, listening to podcasts, or even using apps, they all play a role in helping you get used to the language. And yes, those are all helpful. But here's the truth. Passive exposure, like watching K-dramas, mainly builds passive knowledge, not active knowledge. But wait, what's the difference between passive knowledge and active knowledge? Passive knowledge means you recognize words and phrases, but can't use them when you need to. You understand a sentence when you hear or see it, but when it's your turn to speak or make a sentence, your brain freezes. This is how passive knowledge works, and that's exactly why many learners feel stuck, even after months of watching and listening. On the other hand, active knowledge means you can recognize words and phrases and also recall them fast enough to speak them. In short, if you want to speak or write Korean confidently and quickly, you need to focus on building active knowledge. But don't get me wrong, I'm not saying building passive knowledge is useless. I'm just saying if you want to find the fastest way to improve your Korean speaking, focusing on building active knowledge would be a great option. And one of the best ways to build active knowledge is through intensive reading. This isn't just my opinion, it's backed by science. According to cognitive psychology research by Craig and Lockhart in 1972, the deeper you process what you read, the longer it sticks in your memory. That's why intensive reading doesn't just help you read better. It helps you remember better, speak faster, and learn more efficiently. And according to the output hypothesis proposed by Merrill Swain, learners only develop active language ability when they process the language deeply and attempt to produce it. And that's what intensive reading trains you to do. It forces your brain to stop, think, and internalize, sentence by sentence, word by word. You're not just seeing the sentence, you're breaking it down, you're rehearsing the grammar, you're connecting the vocabulary to actual meaning, you are storing the structure in output-ready form. So, when it's your turn to speak or write, those structures are already in your head, ready to use. So, now you might be wondering, okay, I get why intensive reading is powerful, but how do I actually do it? Here's how. Step 1. Find short texts that match your level. You can try looking for Korean-graded readers or Korean stories that match your level online. But make sure they're not too easy or too hard. Step 2. Read each sentence slowly. Step 3. Look up every single word you don't know. Step 4. Then check the grammar structures in that sentence. Is it a tense you've never learned? A connector you've never seen? Step 5. Break the sentence down. Analyze how the parts connect. Subject, verb, particles, word endings, etc. Step 6. Do this for every sentence. But let's be honest. It is a lot of work, right? You need to find the right level texts. You constantly pause to check in words and grammar. You bounce between translators, dictionaries, YouTube grammar videos. Eventually, many people give up. Not because they don't believe in the method, but because it's just too much hassle. Actually, I've experienced exactly the same thing when learning English. When I tried intensive reading myself, I realized how powerful it was, but also how frustrating it felt to do everything manually. So I decided to create a Korean version of what I wished I had when I was learning English. And just for context, I previously created a Korean learning book that received 5-star ratings from over 95% of reviewers. So I believe this new study material I'm about to show you will help you too. I named it Easy Korean Comprehension. And it gives you short, level-appropriate text, level-appropriate speed audio recorded by me. 저는 혼자 살아요. 처음에는 every sentence broken down. English translation in Korean word order, pronunciation with each sentence's audio. You can repeat particular sentences over and over again. Learning points, vocabulary, grammar, etc. And each learning point has detailed explanations and 3 example sentences to help you build active knowledge. No switching apps, no searching anything. Just one page, one story, one deep learning moment at a time. You can also use it on your PC, smartphone, and even on your tablet. And you can try it right now for free. You can download free samples through the link in the pinned comment. Please note that free samples have identical content to the full version. If you've been waiting for a sign to finally start, this is it. Check the pinned comment and start now.